Yeah, 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 yeah. So I just want to sit up here and I want to come out here and talk about this royalty, this cameraman, this all these people. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of CJ, C Diddy. Uh, I'm so sick of everyone coming towards royalty. Look, royalty is human just like anybody else, and I see a lot of comments that are like, she's like, why didn't you fire the cameraman? First, I think I seen with that cameraman, I said to myself, when I seen this particular thing on the video, I said she has to end up figuring it out herself. Because I know she's going to figure it out because all the signs are there. When he came into the bathroom at Jalea's, I think it was Jalea's party, the sleepover, um, I thought it was weird that he did that. At that point, I was just like, okay, she gonna have to figure that out himself. I mean herself, because it's just weird. Why would you go in the bathroom where a whole bunch of females at? And I seen the look on Jalea's face. It's like, okay, that's weird. Yeah, he definitely, like Royalty said, he definitely need to be over there with CJ, C Diddy, because um, it's just weird. He sounded weird. He just, to me, was not being the best cameraman. Only time I thought, well, he did good was when the twins was in. I think they was in the pool, and he was making sure that they were okay. But other than that, he just gave me weird vibes. And I don't know what you expect royalty to do when you give those type of vibes like that after all royalty and her family went through. It's not nobody that really don't know that. Especially, I know if you're being her cameraman, you know her story, you know. So for him to come in like he did, it's weird to me. Then you got C Diddy on here talking about royalty, and you got Kamara talking about how he hold on. Yeah.
Liar. So I can make the gym.
Bring it back.
Okay.
Um you got C Diddy on here talking, sorry about that. You got C Diddy on here talking about, royalty, and you got Kamari. I'm like, I'm so sick of that little girl, Kamari. I'm so sick of C Diddy. I'm sick of that whole little clan over there. Y'all literally are picking with these folks. I really want royalty to make sure, I don't care if they go under the freaking jail. I want royalty to do something about this. I really do. She needs to do something about this. Okay, I understand royalty. Your children may not be studying that. I really see different. Y'all need to live your life. Things are getting better and better and better. We don't need this dude continuously on using y'all name for clout. And I know ain't nobody tired than royalty and her family. It may not affect y'all. You feel like it'll affect y'all in some kind of way, or the kids are not bothered or whatever. But I feel like, uh, just in case my children do get bothered, I'm gonna make sure I do this. And I'm gonna go to court. I gotta take him to court because it's going overboard. CJ is going overboard. Him and his daughter. His daughter acts like she can't be beat. CJ acts like he can't be handcuffed. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like it's time for her royalty to get down to business. She may move inside, but it needs, if it move inside, it needs, something need to happen fast. Something need to happen fast because it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Like, how do you continue on every week? There's something. It's annoying. I don't want to keep seeing you on my timeline talking about Royalty and her children and want to fight. Let me tell you something. When you got people like CJ and his daughter, and that's the only thing that they know is if somebody says something about you, they want to just go straight to fighting. These people want to hurt you. They want to damage your whole life. This has been going on for 3 years, more than that, really, because what's been going on behind the scenes. And you have a whole bunch of people that, can't see through the bull crap. They continuously on acting like somebody is bothering Kamari and bothering CJ. Nobody is studying them. These people are trying to live their life. I can't stand the fact that he can literally come onto the internet with some of these dummies listening to him, and he can literally change the narrative. This is so aggravating, man. And when you clearly see through everything, and I'm not saying that Royalty and her family is perfect, and I don't ever think that Royalty ever said that they was perfect, but for him to keep on, I'm talking about on every platform, he's making money off this family. I would have to say, you're gonna have to give me me. You're gonna have to give me me. You're gonna have to give me money every time you mention my name. I'm gonna need that money. I'm gonna need that money because why you keep bitching my family? We're trying to move on. These folks been trying to move on for 3 years now. You are the one that made the decision to put that family out, that made you millions of dollars, that really truly that was theirs, but they left without nothing but they stuff. You had something to say about that. Like, I brought them this. No, they brought themselves that. They brought themselves those clothes, those shoes, because they worked that hard for it. This shit is pissing me off. Seriously, though. I'm getting sick of this family having to go, hey, how you doing? How you doing? I'm getting sick of this family having to go through this. That's just like one of your family members having to go through narcissists on the internet talking about you every other week. Well, every day. I see this man on my timeline. It just started back seeing him on the timeline. And I'm seeing every time Royalty comes back and she tries to defend herself and her family. I can't stand a narcissist. You know how to handle a narcissist the same way how they try to handle you. Get back at them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, this man needs to be locked up somewhere or in an institution where he's getting help for his mental, and then now you're dragging the children in it. The children shouldn't even be in it, have nothing to do with it. I haven't seen Kamari is the one that's talking with her dad. Then now they saying that Mama Royalty has came out and said something talking about I can't wait to Carnation beat up Kamari. Like, y'all have been messing with these folks long enough. Why wouldn't they want to say anything? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't the grandma? She's tired of y'all. They're tired of y'all. And I think it's just ridiculous that you continue on messing with these people. You can't say nothing if how much CJ and his daughter and his other baby mama and all the girlfriends that he had ever since Royalty has been away from CJ, they have departed from each other. Look, if you approach these people, they could do anything to you, CJ, and your daughter, because y'all have been picking online for 3 years straight. It was a point where Kamara just, she didn't say anything because it didn't have anything to do with the kids. It has everything to do with you adults. And why bring the kids in? And CJ, you've been bringing the kids in it from the beginning. From the beginning, you talked down on them. You made reactions on their situation. What does that make you look like when you collected millions off these children and their mom, and then you have the nerve to get on the internet, act like you did everything for them as if they mama ain't never did nothing for them. She was taking care of them before you even came along with your homeless ass. Homeless ass. And I'm saying that like that because this is a narcissist on the internet lying over and over again. I'm not making judgment to homeless people. That's not the case. But this man, he forgets where he come from. He forgets where he come from, like as if he just did it on his own. He did it. And I'm so sick and tired of seeing this man on my timeline. Every chance I get, I'm blocking whatever he got to say because I already, if you know, you know he's lying. You know he's lying. Then he comes and talking about the mom and what he has done to the mom. Dude, that don't make you look good. You look like you have done, CJ, when you sitting up there saying that you have done this with the mom and then you go back and you say the same thing about the other baby mama's mom, dude, you'll do anything. You'll do anything. So how people can't believe that you did that to Jalea, I don't know. These people can sit up here and hear and see they dumb if they sit up here and believe anything that this guy says. They straight dumb. It is so crazy to me that he can literally come on this internet and be like, you're literally making money off this family. I'ma need them coins. This new money too. This new money he making. Need to get that new money, royalty. Get that new money. Okay. You ain't get the old money, get the new money. Get that new money. Because he keep on talking. And he's talking about not, getting the key comes on the internet, talk about not getting twins. Shit show. He he is really truly females don't act like him. Females don't act like him. So I wish people would stop saying he act like a female. No, 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 no. That's a bitch a ninja. Okay? That's one you can't even tell your business to. You can't because he's a gossiper. Everything is content to him. He don't care what he puts out. He starts it and he continues on bullying people. He is cyberbullying. He is bullying, period. And I I fear for Royalty and her family because everything leads into a fight. It's no resolution, like it's nothing settling in the situation with this guy. He continues to try to put this family in danger. And I would be scared for my twins to go over there. If you don't like my mom, how you gonna like me? That is their mom. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't understand it for the life of me. If y'all are dealing with these narcissistic people that's in your life, you got to remove yourself from it. You see, you got people that remove themselves from it, and then next thing you know, the narcissistic person on messing with them. Show them you ain't scared. Show them you about that life too, and that you're getting tired of being. You make your reports. You do all that. You make your reports. You even go onto the internet and let he has been messing with me or they have been messing with me. And when they approach you and you have already made those type of reports and stuff like that, it's nothing nobody can do because you've been bullied by this man forever and nobody is doing anything about it. Why law enforcement ain't doing it? Why CPS ain't doing it? That man ain't got no business to have no kids over there with all the disastrous stuff that he does and says. He literally try to pin these kids against royalty and her children and her mom. And now you're on here talking about what Mama Tanya was doing in a relationship. Why you ain't never talk about that before? Why you ain't never out there before that? Because you're not telling the truth. This family has been through enough. Why you continue on fucking with? I don't get. That's what I don't get. You trying to make money off them because you don't have no contact. You and your daughter are not enough. Your daughter, you try to with your daughter and your other baby mama and your girlfriend. You try to act like you had it all together with that, and that didn't make any views. So now you want to continue on making money off them because if people could read between the lines of who was making him that money, you should be able to read between the lines even better now because he won't even stop mentioning these children. Those are her children. Why you keep mentioning them? They will not do no collab with you. You can't do no collab with nobody because they don't trust you. People don't trust you. I don't give a fuck if they sit up there sticking up for you. They don't trust you. Because if you do your baby mama like that, royalty like that, if you do the children and your baby mama like that, that made you the money, not your other baby mama. She didn't make you no money. Okay? Not your child Kamar. She ain't making you no money. Like those kids did. Like royalty did. The masterminds behind it. All you did was pick up the dang on camera just like the pedo, the cameraman. That's all you did. And in his voice, you could tell he sound like a CJ fan, a stupid fan. I hate that this family have to go through this, but they put them through this. Raw. I think it's time that you put your foot down. I know you said it in your video, but because you're tired. He should have been got. He should have been got locked up, or he should have been sued. He should have been sued. Seriously, because he what they call ain't good for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to leave us alone. You want to keep our name in your mouth, dogging us, you know what I'm saying, putting us down. And you can see the hate and the jealousy. He was like, well, everybody be in her comments sticking up for her. Like, you're so jealous. You are watching you're stalking them. You're stalking them. That's sad. You're literally stalking these people and they're not even studying you. These children are living their life, being children, while you got your daughter over there stuck up under you continuously trying to start drama. This is what this girl is. She only doing it because it captures is your attention. That's the only way she gets your attention. Is if it's something against royalty and her children. You want them to fight so bad. Listen, I would not suggest that you fight with people like CJ and Kamar because they have so much evil, envious, jealousy in their heart. They do. These if these people stalk you, talk about you every day, imagine what they'll try to do to you. People like that don't fight fair. They don't fight fair. They and then they start, oh, the mama be coming down here like she Billy badass, like he really wants. Everybody got her on on the internet thinking she really won something when she fought with royalty, and that was nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because last punch I seen was you getting knocked in the face. You know what I'm saying? And you just as heavy, you so heavier than royalty. It's a shame. You look a damn mess, and your daughter do too. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna talk about little grown ass children. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of her coming onto this internet. She's cussing just as much as the grown folks cuss, and they allow it. They allow it. CJ allows it. He allows it. The mama allow it because she want that one on one again with royalty. You know what I'm saying? And this time they ain't gonna let you know, royalty, that she coming. She ain't gonna let you know that she come. She just gonna pull up. CJ already has this type of stuff planned. Cause that the jealousy is deep for this family. They see y'all succeed. They see y'all growing. It ain't all about no freaking name tags or what you wearing. Cause CJ, you ain't over there looking. You looking kind of off yourself from how you been looking when the family was with you. So don't even sit up there and act like you want to talk about what they wearing and. Oh, I had them in these type of clothes, baby. They had their own stuff in them type of clothes because that was their money. If you gonna put it like that, that was their money. Your daughter came every now and then to collect off that money. Your baby mama came every now and then collect. They been collected off what this family has been working hard for, and they still collected off this family what they working hard for. They still collecting. CJ is a narcissist, and he want that if he want to collab with that family just so he can make his money and make it seem like he the boss that he was again, but he was not. He was never the boss. That family was. Those children was. Those children were. Those children was the boss, and guess what? Each and every one of them got a page now. Each and every one of them got a page. So what you gonna do about that? You continue on causing drama to make turn these everyone against that family. But people are realizing now, CJ. I seen it. I seen the comments. They are realizing that you what you say you allegedly did, that you really actually did. People are starting to see, like you keep talking. Let them keep talking. Let him keep talking. He gets his own stuff in trouble. Ain't nobody ain't say anything. He getting his own stuff in trouble. And sir, I'm gonna tell you this once again. You ain't win nothing. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna need you to get that through your stupid head that you ain't win nothing. Okay? If more allegations come upon you, I'm telling you, you're going down. You acting like you won because it was lack of evidence. That don't mean you won, sir. Just like I've been saying this the whole time. That don't mean you won, sir. Because I see a lot of people like, they lied on him. That ain't no lie. Do you not know the court system? They it, lack of evidence does not mean he won anything or that they lied on him. That it just need more evidence. You know what I'm saying? I could tell a lot of people didn't follow the whole story. They just follow part of it, and that's just listening to him. They just went on to his channel and listened to him. And they just seen the clip to him talking. Why would he continue to come after this family and make it continuously? If somebody, if they lied on you, CJ, why you keep messing with the family that lied on you? Why you keep dealing with that if they really actually lied on you? That shit is hurtful. Do you know what, child, that could head when you sitting up there telling them every some saying that they lied on him, they lied on him. My skin will be boiling. And you have done this to my child. You better keep it calm. You better keep it calm and keep it mute. That's what you need to do. But he don't know how to stop. He keeps picking and picking when he away with something. Let me tell you, somebody like CJ, he will give himself away. He will give himself away. And then you got his mama, you got his brother, they ignorant ass. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. They ain't been around. Ain't come around till it was time to freaking bash royalty and her family. Cause they get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So, man, ain't no freaking way. Ain't no freaking way. It's your blood ball when you see him on that line, and then people in the comments talking about she already lied, Jalea. Oh, about what? Why you wouldn't think he would still be going after him? Because that's just the type of person he is. But that don't mean Jalea lied allegedly. Okay, so just because they're living their life, let me tell you something. And I do know about, you know, the type of situation where Jalea came out later instead of when she was a young girl. The system is not set right. Okay? And those allegations don't mean that she lied. She does not. Uh, and honestly, I don't think she lied. Say allegedly, but the under the circumstances of what I see now is like it's even more believable. I've been believing Jalea because Jalea, it's like she has held a lot in. She has held a lot in. It is sad that the victim has to get accused of lying because of a narcissistic idiot. Y'all don't even know that man like that for y'all to be sitting up there talking about he ain't do this, he ain't do that. You don't even know. Look at the stories he coming out with now. How do you not see through the bull crap? That's what I don't understand. You don't. I hate it for your children. If you are sitting there, then next thing you know, later on in life, your children come and tell you that your stepdad has done this and done that to you. And then you sit up there. Are you gonna tell them? Oh, I don't believe you. You gonna tell them that? Just because when it happened, she didn't say that then doesn't mean it didn't happen. I'm so sick of people. I'm serious. The victims can't even come out no more, y'all. The victims can't even come out, and it's sad. It's sad. I'm getting straight on it. You tell me, I'm getting straight on it. Because it's not fair to that child that traumatizes that child. That's why I say he would have been sued. He would have been having to keep my family's name out, the whole family's name, and they go for everybody that's on his side. They will have to keep. And the ones that are talking and damaging the name, the T pages, the people that are representing CJ So Cool over there, his mom, his brother, and the people the mom has on her panel, and they sit up there. They all for the money, all for the money. This man is gonna have to pay these folks. He gonna end up going broke trying to keep up with the lie that he's trying to put out there. Never seen a person that comes on the internet and lies so much like he does. I never, like, you can read in between the lines. But neither here nor there. I'm glad Royalty is stepping up, and she said that she's gonna do something about it. To be honest, it ain't no more. I wouldn't be moving in no more side. I would let that motherfucker know right then and there, like I'm finna do this. Because at this point, he's done. He been doing way too much, but at this point, you're taking out of control. You want the kids to fight at the drop off, and ain't it at the police precinct that the drop off is at? What is he talking about? You don't want this shit to happen for real. You just want content. Where's the drop off at? That's what I need to know. That's what I need to know. Where's the drop off at and the pickup place at, to get the twins, and they get the babies and take them to CJ's house or take them to Royalty's house. This is why this family has to move like they move, and it's sad that they can't even live their life. It's always somebody trying to record or start something with them, and when they respond, oh, they the bad guys. They the bad guys for responding to a weak ass family. CJ and his daughter. Okay, sad. It's just sad. It's just sad. They can't even stick up for themselves. I'll go stick up for myself, baby, until the end. I'm gonna stick up for myself until the end of the day, and I'm gonna stick up for my kids until the end of days. I don't care. I feel like Roger should have been did something about the nip this in the bud. Everything is not for content. You even got tired of it, and you let him know everything when you was with him. Everything is not for content. You don't have to talk about everything for content or pick up that camera. It's even worse now that you're not even there, and it's sad that he keeps using y'all name for his own benefit to make more money because he's in a bind. He don't make money or think of his own on his own, and when he do think, he's thinking evil, envious, jealousy. I can't see her win. She cannot win without me. So you go to bashing the kids, you go to bashing the mama, you go to bashing Royalty because you just cannot stand to see these people win. No matter how they winning, you can't stand to see them do it without you. You didn't think nobody would sit up there and deal with them after you. No, sir, you're the problem. They're not going to deal with you. They're not going to deal with CJ. Nobody wants to deal with CJ and his drama. They can sit up there and make content about Royalty and her family and talk about talk down on Royalty and her family, but Who really wants to fucking collab with you? Nobody wants to deal with no narcissistic troublemaker. You are a troublemaker. People have real brands. Royalty have real brands around here. Unlike your other baby mama, unlike the children have real brands. Unlike your child Kamari getting on here thinking she Billy Badass, like she can whoop everybody. The same with the mama. We see where she gets it from. These people have been trying to keep it cordial. Every time you say you're gonna be cordial, you don't do it. You don't do it. You always something you come out with and say, "Well, Royalty has sent me this message," and we don't know is the message made up because you lie so much. You lie so much, and it's so aggravating. You never had nobody teach you nothing. I would never listen to his mama, his brother, but none of them, because they have no guidance. They had no guidance. They have no real guidance around them. Everybody around CJ is just people because they hate Royalty and her family that bad. I never seen somebody hate somebody so bad. I have probably have people like that about me, but I'm not finna be around people like that. My children ain't going around people like that. I don't want them to have hate in their heart. And I feel like those kids, those twins don't need to be around their dad. Y'all always talking about let him see his kids, he need to be around his kids. And dude that comes on the freaking internet and explore everything that goes on in their life, that's unnecessary. He don't need his kids. I fear for those kids because if everything comes to a where they want to fight, they want to put hands on Royalty and her kids. I would not trust my kids being over there. Like I said, if you don't like my mama, I don't want to be in the facility of nobody that dislike my mama. And that goes for his other daughter Kamar, his other baby mama, and his girlfriends, and him. I feel like my children are in danger if he continuously on coming on the internet bashing my children, bashing me for no freaking reason. Like, dude, when are you gonna? It's gonna be over with. When is it gonna be done? Like they've been gone. You're still talking. Every time something gets done to you, you feel like done wrong to you. You can do it, but they can't do it. You can do it, but they can't do it. A narcissist at its finest, a troublemaker at its finest. He is a disaster to the community. He needs to be off the freaking streets because he could care less about what happens. And I feel like he could care less about what happens to those twins too. When you're that angry at the mother of your child, something is seriously wrong with you. But yeah, it just wrecked my nerve because I don't want to see this dude on my TikTok. I don't be want to see him. I don't have him on my Instagram. I don't have him on my Snapchat. But I know a lot of stuff come from his Snapchat. He put things on his Instagram. I know because I see it with Royalty Nation, and um, but I definitely see it on my TikTok, and I don't like it. you know, the bashing, and people talking about, don't, she be lying too. Y'all just look at family. That's such a beautiful family. For those that do support that guy, you're a jealous type of freaking person too. You're a very envious person too, and the people around you need to watch out for you too. You're a liar. You're a narcissist yourself. If you go along with what this guy is saying, you know what I'm saying? Because I honestly, the looks, it don't get me. It don't appeal me because the from within, how he is within, was make him look ugly. That's what makes him look ugly. And if you don't know about it, look him up. CJ so cool. And when that family, you know, made sure this man, he made millions. And they was doing it, and they was, making that money, making sure he made that money because they really cared about this guy. And they really, but when you put them out, that was on you. That was your fault. Ain't nobody sitting up there saying you was the one put them out. So why the hell is you still messing with them? This been it's 3 years now. Why you keep doing it? Royalty has and her family has been apart from this guy for about 3 years now. It's no reason why he should continue on doing this. It's sad. Actually, it's very sad that he continues on doing this. Grow up any day now. And your mama can't even tell you because she feel already like I ain't raised him. She don't know how to be a mama. She know how to be a mammy, but she don't know how to be a mama. A mammy with the bull crap. She with the bull crap just so he won't bash her. So she wants to go and bash royalty and her children. Now I won't call her no crackhead and then like everybody else does, because everybody that did some shit in their life that people can actually talk about. But you're not a good mom, ma'am. You're not a good mom. Your and CJ siblings are not good siblings. Not telling him that he's doing anything wrong. Yeah, some people could be telling him, and he's just not listening. He's so caught up in the hype. And he looks at those comments and be like, yeah, 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 I got him. I got him. I seen a video, a clip where he was so mad that people were sticking up for royalty. There go that jealousy right there. He can't stand the fact that people are really here for royalty. But bro, you're telling on yourself. Sometimes you need to learn how to keep your mouth closed. But in this case, don't keep your mouth closed because we really want to know the truth. Because you're letting us know the truth about what Jalea has been saying. You really letting us know. A hit dog gonna holler. You sitting up there talking about all what you have done. Ooh, I hear you, CJ. I hear you. You have nothing but a whole bunch of like what females around you. You have other kids over there, girls, little girls at your house. I wouldn't dare. The parents of those kids, I wouldn't dare have them. I don't give a damn for how much money my kids ain't going over there to help. They young to help another guy bash they baby mama. They gotta. That's crazy. You going too far. You going way too far. And it's time for you to stop being in hiding and actually come outside and actually get clean. Cause you really need to be underneath the jail for all the things that you have done to this family. You and a couple of other more people. Y'all ain't gonna be laughing too much longer. Y'all ain't gonna be on here talking about fighting. I don't even see royalty kids talking about fighting and stuff like that. I don't even see it. They have every right to say whatever they want to say behind the scenes and not put it on camera, because that's really how stuff like that's supposed to go behind the scenes. You idiot. Talking about, I see Kamari can fight. I'm sitting up here like, oh my God. And I hate when people, just because Carnation is not responding, she is not, y'all think that is weak. And think y'all underestimate people on this internet too much. And you know, I'm one of them type people, and Carnation is a Scorpio just like me. And I'm one of them type people. I love for you to underestimate me, and then when I get there, I whoop your ass. Then what you gonna say? You talk so much trash. I love when people underestimate me. I really do. It just gives me pleasure. You never know which way I'm coming. It's really sad that CJ wants those kids to fight. You should be an adult and be like, no, this is not what I want to happen. This is not what gonna happen. And because y'all were once siblings, you know what I'm saying? So now you want to bring them into it so they can get into a fight. And Kamara acting like she's so innocent. You're not innocent, Kamara. You're not innocent. It's a lot of stuff been going on the internet, and I don't see why they ain't sitting up there talking about your ass. They always talk about royalty, because royalty and her church, because that's where the money come. You're probably really irrelevant to them, but they need to make you relevant because you're not innocent. And I am talking about a child because I'm getting sick of them talking about her children, and it ain't fair. It really makes them all look ugly when they continue on coming on this internet talking about beefing with royalty and her family. Shit. Who do you think you are? Who your mama thinks she is? Who Kamara thinks she is? Who CJ think they is? CJ, you won't even take your butt back to the trenches where your daughter lives and your other baby mama live. You won't even take your butt back there for you to be talking so tough. You know it's people that don't care like you. They better like your baby mama. And probably your child too. I'm just saying. I'm sick of them. I do pray for royalty and her family, but I also pray heavily that she get done what she's supposed to get done, and make sure whatever it is, he gets handled. He's the major person. CJ is the major person in this situation. He continues on starting the beef. Continues on starting the beef. And throw the rocks and hide his hand, just like his daughter. Just like his daughter. Yeah, I think the other baby mama is irrelevant for the simple fact that CJ knows he was the one that told that royalty about everything about his other baby mama. But his baby mama goes for on CJ's side because CJ at the time had the money. She's not out saying that there's so much because she waited for the right time. And don't be surprised. Well, they do get into it that other baby mom pops up. Always be aware of everything with CJ so cool because he's a negative entity. He's a demon. He's always on demon time. Can't don't bust a grape, but always on demon time. He want everybody else to do the work. You sitting up here, you want your child to fight other children. Disrespectful, telling royalty when she needs to be quiet. Royalty is a whole nother grown person. That just shows you how you raise you child to be against people like that. But hey, it's neither here nor there. I just can't wait till she royalty do what she gotta do. because I'm sick of him being on my timeline, saying this negative stuff about this family that is not true. These people are trying to live their life, but he don't want them to live it because it's not with him. He wanted royalties to stay in that relationship so he could continue on doing all the things he was doing around that family and behind royalties back. I'm so happy that that family got out of that with him, because it wasn't good for him. You can no longer say what royalty and her family have done when they are trying to move on, where what they have done wrong in their relationship with CJ, for the simple fact they have moved on. And they continuously trying to move on, but he will not allow it. He keeps bringing things up from the past when they're moving forward. Like, dude, you got it. You know what I'm saying? The system didn't work for us at the moment, but your time is coming. Your time is coming, and we're gonna sit here and wait. We're gonna wait for CJ So Cool time to come, because it's coming. That's all I gotta say. I'm out, everybody. Thank you for listening, watching, for those that came in and those that are coming in to watch the video. This right here is dead serious to me, because this could be your family member that getting um treated like this on the internet by a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? Family moving on, and they keep messing with them. Treat If people gonna treat you like that, royalty, treat them like they treat you. And then at the end of the day, fuck them. I'm out, everybody.